Get Credit You Broadcast Center. I am your host, Laura Afonso, and we have some very tasty eats in store for you all today. And here with our first guest, Chef Eric LeBlanc. Thank you so much for joining me today.
Thank you.
Of course. So you are the culinary director.
I'm the culinary operations leader for Tavern in the Square.
Tavern in the Square. So many locations in Massachusetts. You've got about 7.
9 actually in Massachusetts.
9.
Yeah,
oh
so
my
we
gosh,
added a few more.
They keep on popping up.
Keep popping up.
You can't keep track.
No.
And this is the first to bring Tavern in the Square to Rhode Island.
Yes.
We are happy to have you.
We're excited to be here in Rhode Island. We're located at Garden City in Cranston, and it has been a great time since we've been open, and we're excited to see what the new year brings.
Yeah, so some really, really tasty eats and new to Garden City. So while you're shopping, we just finished up the holiday season. I'm sure you guys were slammed. Being able to feed all those hungry shoppers, getting in those holiday gifts. But first, before we start talking about Tavern, I would love to hear about yourself. You've got a great backstory and lots of traveling and cooking in different places. So what brought you here today?
I've kind of done a little bit of everything. I started really young in the restaurant business, as anyone else, probably a dishwasher.
Yeah.
I worked myself up. I went to culinary school in Vermont, and then after that, I kind of opened up the world of cooking. I've worked in San Diego, Cleveland. I worked in Costa Rica for a year.
Really?
Yep. And then I came back here to Boston and helped open a few chef-owner restaurants. But then, I was looking to see how I could challenge myself, and that's when I got with the Tavern Square group.
Wow. Now, what did you learn from being able to work in so many different environments, and how has that helped you become a chef today?
Being able to be adaptable in any situation, that's what you learn. A lot of people want to be challenged, and that's what I want. I want to learn about pastries. I want to learn about, growing my own product. I want to work in, the nicest kitchens, and I want to work in kitchens that aren't the nicest, where I can challenge you to be a better chef. All it is just making me better for whatever obstacles in my career.
Absolutely, and I'm sure that all of that kind of comes together and has brought you to where you are today. Exactly.
It's all about relying on those past experiences, and so you can be successful in the future.
Definitely. So tell me about Tavern. So you're, widespread in Massachusetts. Where are some of your other locations?
Some of our other locations are, we have located out in Littleton, Lowell, Shrewsbury. We have a location at North Station near the Garden, which is great for, if you're kind of going to the game and have a little drink and eat. We have a location in Alston. We also have locations up in Salem and Burlington. So we're kind of all over. It's great.
Yeah. So whether you're, out and about in Massachusetts, you're in Boston, really there can't be one too far away from you.
No, we have a great loyalty program with our insider card, so people who do visit us, they can continue, whether they're out west or out north or here in Rhode Island, they'll still get the same experience.
Awesome. So when did you open in Rhode Island?
We opened in Rhode Island back in November, and right away it was awesome. The community really reached out to us. They really like what we're doing. I think we're providing something that they need and want, and I can see it from day in, day out, because we have not been a slow day yet. It's been great.
Awesome. Now, what does your typical role look like? I'm assuming that you kind of get to touch upon all of the different locations. How often are you in Rhode Island, and what does the day-to-day look like for you?
So yes, I get to bounce around from locations because along with Tavern Square, we also have different concepts and different brands that I oversee and help with those units as well. So a lot of times it's I join in a project when we're about to open towards the end of the construction, and I kind of tie up that piece, and I'm kind of open and get the restaurant started, and then I hand it off to the team there. So essentially, it's operationally, it's executionally, I'm in the thick of everything.
Wow. So you definitely stay busy.
Stay busy, yes,
awesome.
Every day.
Well, if you haven't checked out Tavern on the Square, the build-out is absolutely beautiful. Open kitchen.
Full open kitchen.
Big bar.
Big bar. You have nice touches of reclaimed wood, some industrial look. Yeah. It's got a little bit of everything from our restaurants. I think it's probably one of our most beautiful build-outs. And the focal point is the bar when you walk in, which is great. You also have a tremendous, beautiful pizza oven that's we're all producing our own pizza dough out of.
So you're making your own dough.
We make our own dough in-house. This pizza, so in the oven itself really helps for that because it's not a cheap brick oven. It allows for correct cooking from the bottom, from the inside, without dropping temperature, which is important because a lot of times when you're adding so much pizza in, the brick stone drops in temperature, so you'll get crispy on top, but it'll be doughy on the bottom.
Okay,
so even when we're at our busiest, we can put 14 pizzas in there and still maintain temperature.
Wow. Wow. So you say it cooks from the bottom.
Yeah, so you have direct heat from the top, you have direct heat from the bottom, so it never changes. It's about 500 degrees.
Wow.
Yep.
So it keeps your pizza perfectly crispy, just right, so it's not like soggy when you pick it up. And
no, yeah, nice crisp bottom, still fluffy, still so you can taste that. You know, the dough is made there. You have that nice yeast notes. You have that little alcohol-y kind of taste. So it's great.
Oh, beautiful. I loved it. When I checked out the menu, I was really impressed. I really felt like there was a sense of shareability with the items on the menu. You know, you can go in with friends, get lots of dips and different like shareable appetizers. So talk to me about what some of your favorite pieces are on the menu.
You know, that's super important because you have, you know, we want to get the families, we want to get the after work crowd, we want to be able to cater to everyone, and that's why I really like Tavern, because I don't think you can get, you know, tired of something if you go there a couple times a week, because there is so much to offer. But it's also like, how do we cater to, you know, a couple, or how do we cater to a group? And a lot of it is our shareable approach, where it's like, okay, I want to try a little bit, get some flavor notes.
Yeah.
For example, like our wing sampler here.
They look delicious.
You know, it is wings, but like the process that goes into it. First, we smoke the wings. Those are 3 hours smoked. So, you know, because the wing is a tough muscle, so you need to slowly cook it to break down the muscle content of it.
Okay.
So first, we're putting a nice rub on it. We're letting that rub sit for 24 hours. Then we're putting the application of smoke, nice, slow and low, because that's what you have to do slow cooking for tougher pieces of meat. And then afterwards, we're picking up in the fryer just to get a little crisp on the outside. And we actually have 4 sauces on our menu. We have a bang bang sauce, which is really similar to a General Gauss sauce. You got that nice spicy sweetness to it.
Yeah.
You have your classic buffalo sauce. And then you have a nice mustard, stone ground mustard honey sauce. So it's got like, it's got like that pungent note, but then all of a sudden it hits you with the honey. And then our last sauce is ancho maple, which is
so spicy, sweet.
Spicy, sweet. Exactly, you nailed it. And then the garnishes that go on top. So like with the bang bang, we have little wasabi peas, sesame seeds, fried garlic, some scallions on top. And then for the mustard, we have a little bit more of the fried garlic and the scallions on top. The fried garlic is a nice note because it's not harsh like raw garlic, and it gives that like nice crispiness. So it's a good note for a garnish.
Wow. So I love this because everybody loves wings. You can't go wrong with wings sharing with your friends. And these are not your typical wings. But just between the way that you're making them and the process that you're taking, the approach, and going from 24-hour rub, then to smoking, then to frying, you're making sure that the wings are going to come out absolutely tender, crispy, juicy, and then you're really putting the extra step by topping them off with, I love that, wasabi peas. I would have never even thought to crush those up and sprinkle them on top.
Nice little crunch, a little pungent note. You're like, what is that? And then it's like, wow, that's interesting.
It gives it a little bit of texture too, so you're not just getting the texture of the wing, you're getting a little bit of crunchy pops here and there. It adds an extra complexity to the flavor profile of the wings.
Exactly. You nailed it. And on top of that, you said exactly. It's all about in the prep process of the dish. If you rush this, you're going to know the product's rushed. You're going to taste it in the end. So it's really important to make the right steps in the beginning.
Definitely. So what are some of the other menu items that are definitely stand out to you, really recommend?
Some of our other menu items that stand out, I think we do, even though we are, showing wings here, we do have a nice healthier aspect side of the menu.
I noticed.
We have a quinoa bowl, we have the kale and quinoa salad, so we're trying to gear, a little bit lighter, healthier options. So, like again, going to trying to please everyone as much as possible. So, from your typical tavern kind of food all the way to, something interesting along those lines to a miso salmon. So, we're trying to, touch all areas of cuisine.
There's something for everyone.
Everyone, exactly.
Absolutely. And of course, New Year, we've got people who are on the healthy train, or maybe they've been on the healthy train and they'd like to go out with their friends, but still have something, relatively good for you.
Exactly.
There's going to be something on the menu that's not just the house salad. So that's really awesome.
And we also like to be a little playful too, because we do have some vegetables that we fry. We have our buffalo cauliflower, which is extremely popular.
Gosh, so good.
But a new item that we came across that actually uses the bang bang sauce is our bang bang broccoli, which is a lightly dredged broccoli. It has the bang bang sauce, the same kind of garnishes on top. It's very surprising when you have it. I'm predicting it'll actually take over the buffalo cauliflower.
Really?
Yes, it's very, very good.
Wow, so you're really sneaking in the vegetables there. So you're getting the kids to eat the greens by putting all of the good toppings on it.
Exactly.
I don't blame you.
No, you got to work it.
Definitely. Now, another thing that's really great about Tavern in the Square is your gluten-free options. So you guys have an extensive gluten-free availability. Talk to me about what you got going on there.
You know, in today's climate, with everyone's more allergen focused, and it's definitely a bigger issue than it was 20, 30 years ago. You know, we're trying to accommodate to all those needs as much as possible and be smarter about it, because it is a deciding factor for some people out there, and it's very difficult to eat as a gluten-free person. So our fry mixes are gluten-free, how our cooking equipment and what we use for designated gluten and gluten-free areas, it's really important. So I gotta say, as a group, we're one of the better ones I've seen in the allergy procedure, as well as how we handle it as far as the information getting to the kitchen and how we deliver the end product with, if it is, you know, allergen pick in it, and only managers are handling it. So I think we are one of the forefront, smarter groups on how to handle these allergens.
Absolutely, and that is really, really huge, because those people who do have allergies, it's not a choice for them. You know, they don't get to say, oh, you know, it's okay if it a little bit touches the plate. A lot of these people they're very, very seriously allergic, and it can mean a hindrance for them to go out to eat. So I'm sure that they feel very comfortable and confident that you're able to handle everything properly, like you said, whether it's a manager hand delivering it or a pick in the plate, and just having that specific area designated in the kitchen for gluten-free, I'm sure that is a huge relief for so many people.
Having that personal relief and knowing the system that we offer is very important for these guests that we have.
Definitely, definitely. Now, you are also, you know, like we talked about, sharing plates and whatnot. Cocktails are also huge. Beer. Tell me about the bar program.
The bar program is great. Jeff Boyer, who is our beverage director for Tavern on the Square, you know, he works across all the brands and kind of specific. He changes the menu, very seasonal with the beer, because we do have over 50 beers on tap. A lot of local beers that we're trying with Revival.
Beers. Oh my God.
So you know, it's an important feature, because of course you want a nice beer with the wings and stuff, but the cocktails themselves too are geared out. Like, we're looking, you know, to go towards, you know, whether it's more for the ladies or for the guys, you know,
definitely.
and we're very smart about how we are delivering that product as well, because you'd be surprised, you know, if you read the ingredients of a dish and all of a sudden it comes out in a different type of glass that you weren't expecting. It kind of changes the perception of the dish, the cocktail.
I feel that. So we've got, you know, covered on all fronts. Beers, 50 to choose from, cocktails, shareable plates, entrees, a little bit of something for everyone in a really beautiful environment. And when I stopped in today, I did notice those beautiful glass doors that in the warmer months are going to open out to a patio.
Yes, so we do have the option to have these French opening doors for our patio to enjoy the nice breeze. Currently, right now in that area, we are serving brunch on Sundays there, which is a buffet style for the area. It's a tremendous deal. It's all you can eat for $20. We do carving stations, action stations.
What?
We have pastries. We have a brunch breakfast line. We have a lunch line. We have a build your own sundaes and dessert. So we just started this 2 weeks ago. We're very excited about it. It's something that's a big focus point within our group, and some of our restaurants absolutely do huge numbers for brunch. So we're really excited to be able to offer that to the community.
Wow, that is impressive. Carving stations, Sundays, really you could just load up your plate, and for that price it's unbeatable.
Football, brunch, I mean, you can't really beat it. That's the place to be on Sundays.
Definitely, that's where I want to be on Sundays, of course. So please make sure you check out Tavern in the Square, Garden City, the first to bring to Rhode Island from this group. We're really, really excited about it. I can't wait to check out that brunch.
Oh, can't wait.
Absolutely. Well, thank you so much for joining me today, Chef. I really appreciate your time.
Thank
you.
And
don't go anywhere, because we have our next guest coming right up. Thanks for tuning back in. We are live here at the Navigate Credit Union Broadcast Center with our second guest, Joe Stracuzzi from the Rooftop at Providence G. Joe, thank you so much for coming in today.
Yeah, my pleasure.
Absolutely. So the Rooftop at Providence G has got to be one of the hottest spots in Providence. It is absolutely a beautiful, beautiful space. But before we get started talking about it, I'd love to hear about yourself, what your role is, and some of your past experiences.
Sure. You know, basically I've been there since day one. I did a start in the G Pub, and then we opened the rooftop, and then we've had other ventures in the building. We've done a great wedding program there. We have banquets, so it's really I always call it a big city building in a small city. So they've really put a lot into it, and that's thanks to the Jeffrey family. You know, Vince and Colin are very hands-on and played a big role in it. So I've worked there since pretty much day one, and kind of have made a progression towards bartending and then doing some bar management, helping out with banquets. And now, as of the new year, I'll be out on the floor, out from behind the bar.
Behind the bar on the other side.
Yeah, I'll miss it, but yeah. So it's been great, and like you said, absolutely one of the featured spots of the city. Even though it's winter time now, we have fire pits, we have industrial heating. It's very warm up there. Most of our staff is still in short sleeves even. So please, the only stipulation being that during the winter hours right now, we're closed on Mondays and Tuesdays. But
Mondays and Tuesdays, reasonably so. Rest of the week, nice and busy. Weekend, I'm sure, is crazy.
It is, yeah. It stays pretty strong, and we will be mixing in some events on those days that we're closed, so it won't be stagnant. But that's what we'll go with until the weather breaks in the springtime, and then, you couldn't ask for a better place in the city or just in general. We've done some launches there for some bigger products, and we're doing some more things like that as well. But it's just a great place all the time. Yeah, we have a lot to offer.
Yes, so you have the rooftop, there's the pub, there's multiple spaces in that one building, and you're able to do weddings, events, all of that as well. So there's huge capabilities just coming out of this one company. So it's really, really huge.
I mean, the epitome being having a wedding where you can have the ceremony and the cocktail hour up on the rooftop, and then you can slide down into our gorgeous ballroom, which is actually adjacent to this space right here.
I could look right in right now.
Beautiful marble, high vaulted ceiling, chandeliers. So, and then if there's a late night and you slide down to the G Pub, so you have like one-stop wedding shop.
You don't even have to leave. It's all right there for you.
Yeah.
What more could you ask for?
Exactly. And we have a wonderful person that runs the program. Her name is Rebecca Miller.
She does a great job.
Yeah. She does do a great job. They have a bridal suite, so that's that sums up pretty much what we have up there. But we'll be doing some new stuff come springtime. Chef Ryan and myself and the ownership are designing some new menu options and slightly changing the style of how we do things up there in some positive ways. So I encourage everyone.
Change is good.
Yeah, we'll get you up there. You make sure you're one of the first ones.
Absolutely, I'd love to be one of the first ones to see it. So now you're coming out from behind the bar. You're on the floor, but you are no stranger to being on the other side of the bar. Where were you before? What kind of cocktails do you love making on the rooftop, or did you like to make?
To speak on the bartending end of it, like I've really enjoyed the business and intend on having something of my own at some point. So it's been important to me to always try new things. So I have bounced around to a lot of places. I'm very blessed that people will have me in the capacity of 1 or 2 nights a week. So I've worked a lot of places in Providence. Enjoyed it quite a bit. I like the diversity of that. So now, I guess, putting that all together and having that to lean on while being on the other side of the bar will certainly be a benefit. I was a beverage manager at Ledgemont Country Club for just under 5 years. I've managed other places, but I really enjoy the bartending aspect. But although it's only been a week since I started this new gig, I actually have been enjoying it pretty thoroughly, even though it's a heavy workload.
Very different, but still the same company.
I feel totally comfortable being out from behind the bar.
Yeah, I'm sure that it's I'm sure you'll miss some aspects of it, but also a relief to be able to be in a new pair of shoes. Yeah,
it's nice, and honestly, like the appreciation that I have for even being offered that kind of position. Just is humbling, and I plan on doing as much as I can with it and putting as much as I can into it. So
definitely. Well, I think that you're probably at one of the most popular places in Providence, I have to say, and for good reason, because the view is absolutely unbeatable. I swear it feels like the whole city skyline is right in your face. It is just gorgeous.
Yep. Yes. Yeah, we have 2 terraces to view it through, and we're actually going to be doing some enhancements in the next couple of weeks on your side here, where you can see the Point Street Bridge. You can sit, and you're basically having cocktails during cocktail hour under the skyline, the Superman building, the Point Street Bridge. So we're looking forward to expanding and elevating some of the services that we've had up there even further. So it's exciting. And
the services up there are absolutely phenomenal. You have your full bar, lounge seating, and like you said, the fire pits. I absolutely adore those because in these cold winter months, you're able to kind of cozy up with a blanket right next to this beautiful, like, blazing fire. So how many do they seat? And
well, that's part of the The changes that we're making, they're subtle. It's not anything big construction, but we do have 4 fire pits now. What we're going to install is basically a private bar that we will also utilize for cocktail hours in this corner here. So you'll have an awning, should it be a light sprinkle or just unbearably, beating down with the sun.
So you can still be outside.
Yep.
Yeah.
And so that will translate into nighttime service, as that will be our top lounge where you can have private bartenders for your party, and it can expand all the way down for the fire.
And how many do you think that it will accommodate?
We can accommodate, depending on the needs of the guests. I mean, if we just look at the one section, you're probably talking about 40 people. But if they wanted to have the second fire pit or the third fire pit down, we just
get them all.
Just move the ropes down, and they can have it all there on the side.
Okay, so that's probably going to open up a lot of things for you. So for someone who may not be able to, let's say, rent out the whole rooftop for an event, it would be far more reasonable to be able to reserve a private section.
Absolutely.
And let's say we want to throw in an extra fire pit because we have a little bit more larger party. It's kind of perfect.
And it is suitable to just about anything. It's a little upscale in environment, but we keep it pretty casual. There's going to be different levels of service there, so you'll be totally comfortable just coming as a group and checking out the bar, and maybe you'll see the lounges and want that for next time, or have an idea for a birthday party or a particular event that you may want to take up a little more space for, and that goes through Rebecca as well. So any parties that book,
so
she'll handle that, and she works with everybody's needs. She's great.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
So talk to me about the menu. What kind of food are we eating up on the rooftop?
So that is actually in flux at the moment. We are certainly still planning on keeping a high level of quality. We're also going to keep a lot of options open by having kind of a VIP menu, which we're still working on now. So those lounges that we're working on with the private bar, if you had a fancy for Kobe beef or a large scale sushi platter, it would be more of a question of just letting Rebecca and us know ahead of time. We'll get it in. So it'd be more of like, pre-ordering in a sense for a party.
Preference. So
if
I really want some sushi, or like you said, some Kobe beef, something a little bit fancier to really impress my guests, I can kind of let you know ahead of time, and you're able to put it all together.
And at the same time, if you're up there on a whim, we will have very simple stuff. We're going to be gearing some more tapas style menus and simplifying it as more share plates and really taking advantage of our lounge spaces. But there will always be something for everyone, whatever your fancy might be for that particular night. If it's just a snack or you want to sit down, we should have a little something for everyone.
Absolutely. So what do we have here in front of us today?
So Chef put this together. This is on our menu right now. It's fantastic. This is a Creole pan-seared salmon. They house make the Caribbean dry rub and the Creole mustard. You have broccoli rabe puree and smashed fingerling potatoes with that.
Awesome. You know what? I love smashed potatoes. I know, you always think mashed potatoes are the best, but smashed potatoes, they're like crispy and like warm and soft on the inside.
You smash them, they soak in some of the flavor in there.
Exactly. Yeah, nice. And I absolutely adore any kind of mustard, but Creole mustard has got to be my favorite, and it goes so very well with seafood. So I think that this dish is probably really, really lovely, and I think that all the flavors are going to really wind up being very nice together.
Yeah.
Yes. So this is something that we can find on the menu currently upstairs?
Yes, absolutely. And, it's certainly something that we'll most likely keep in the running since it is one of our featured dishes at the moment.
Well, I will certainly hope it sticks around.
Yeah, I do too. That's my go-to. So.
Yeah, of course. So right now in our winter months, we've got a completely enclosed-in portion of the roof outside of those fire pits.
Yes.
So you can kind of come upstairs and still enjoy that feeling of being outside, like you're on the rooftop because you still have that incredible view, but you're nice and cozy inside.
Right. So you've been up there in the summer, and I'm sure everyone's seen it in the nicer weather, and maybe people had questions about it, but essentially all the open door walls collapse in for the summertime, so now we have them stretched out. And they're winterized, and the roof is closed, and it's winterized, so it's sealed tight. On a sunny day, it actually warms up on its own pretty good, and we have floor heating and industrial heaters, so it's really not a question of being cold.
Not a chill in the air up there.
It's actually kind of nice if there's a light flurry, too.
Yeah, I was going to say, it's probably beautiful up there in the snow, because you feel like you're kind of like in an igloo up there.
Yeah, it's a nice feature for sure.
On the top of the city.
That's it.
Absolutely. Yeah. Awesome. Well, we can't wait to come out and check out all the new changes that you've got working on. Do you have any idea when you're expecting these to be completed? Yeah,
we're utilizing the fact that we have a couple of days that we're shut during this dead of winter and, a little bit of a slower season, although we're hoping to build as we go. But, come springtime, we should have everything in place. So we're looking...
Perfect timing for the summer.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, we should be gearing up for, maybe beginning of April to have everything in place, and then we should be rolling right through the summer from there.
Awesome. Well, we can't wait to come in and check out everything that you're working on. I'm sure you're putting a lot of effort in, and it's going to be very well worth it in the end.
Thank you. Yes, yeah, it's great. It feels good to have like a nice positive direction, and the support of everybody there is certainly been great too.
Awesome. Yeah. For those who may want to come into downtown, check out the rooftop. They might be a little bit intimidated by parking. What's the parking situation looking like?
So it can be a little intimidating. We have free valet right at our garage.
Perfect.
So,
nothing to be intimidated
not
about,
at all.
to be scared off by. You can come right downtown, swoop right into the garage, valet takes your car, you go right up into the elevator and have a lovely
That's
evening.
It's right there. Yep, no problem. There's plenty of parking downtown, but if you use the valet, you walk right into the building. So
easy.
Especially in these cold months, it's easy to slide right in there.
Right. Don't even have to take your jacket off.
No.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much for coming on.
Yeah, my pleasure. Thanks for
I'm
having me.
glad I got to bring this delicious food, and we're really looking forward to coming upstairs and checking out all of the new changes that the rooftop is undergoing.
Great. Yeah, thank you so much for the time.
Of course, don't go anywhere. We have our next guest coming right up. Thanks so much for tuning back in. If you're impressed by this huge spread of food, I am as well. Yes. We have the River Social. Agil, thank you so much for joining me today. Absolutely.
Thank you for inviting us.
Of course. So I am just blown away by all of this food. I just don't even know where to look. It smells amazing. It looks incredible. You know, I just don't even know what I would want to try first.
Well, actually, those are our best foods that we sell.
So you brought me only the best.
That's like most customers and our guests love it.
Yeah, definitely.
And so this is our meze dish.
Meze dish?
Yes,
okay.
That's our meze dish. Has a labne, and it's a fire roasted eggplant.
Fire roasted eggplant.
Yep. And another one is a hummus.
Hummus.
And green tahini and feta cheese.
Feta cheese.
Yes.
Beautiful.
And
now,
spicy feta cheese.
What kind of flavors are we looking at here? So we have the River Social. What kind of food are we serving?
So the River Social Mediterranean cuisine.
Mediterranean cuisine.
Yes, and also we are, we are at a little bit American taste on a modern American, such as tater tot sliders.
Ooh,
we did the over here. Actually,
here, let me pass them to you.
The tater tot sliders. We did buns from tater tot.
Tater tot buns. I love it. That's so fun. I've never seen anything like that.
And the
How creative.
Goat cheese on the top.
Okay, so goat cheese. So we're working with a layer of tater tot for a bun.
Yep.
Goat cheese, beef, and then that looks like an onion ring. Is that right?
Ring, yes.
Oh my gosh, that is beautiful.
That's actually most of the ladies I love.
Oh my god, I'm sure the ladies love these. That is so impressive. Now, who came up with that? That's such a great idea.
All this idea is mine. I always I came to the United States in 2011.
Wow.
And I always it wasn't my dream to have a small restaurant in my mind, and so it's happened last month. My dream came true.
Dream came true.
Yes.
So tell me about you just opened up. the new location. You actually have a grand opening coming up.
Yes, Friday we have grand opening.
Friday?
January 11th, yes.
January 11th.
Yes.
So the grand opening of the River Social.
Yep.
Now, where are you located?
We are located...
Where can we find you?
Yes, that's actually the most people ask. Where you guys located? Where we can park our cars? I'm just going to give all information about that.
Yeah, definitely.
So the River Social locates at 200 Exchange Street, Water Place Park, and right on the Riverwalk level. And it used to be previously quiet. We purchased that place and we renovated. We bring more Mediterranean atmosphere and lighting features, and we change all kitchen. So we make all we have now actually social drink cocktails. We'll go over all the rest right after this.
Yeah.
So.
So you're located right on the Riverwalk. So you guys have such prime location.
It's the heart of the Providence, actually.
Yes, it really is right in the heart of downtown. We were just talking about the Providence Chain, how they have a lovely view from up top on the roof. And you guys really do have a fantastic view as well, because you're right directly, only steps from the river. So Waterfire is just, it's like VIP seating at Waterfire. Yes. And even in the cold months, you're still being able to eat inside and have that view of the city.
Yes. And actually, since starting May, we're gonna have we'll have tables outside. We'll put in a patio, and it's great. It's actually guests can sit and watch the water fire.
Yeah. So al fresco dining at its finest.
Yes.
Right in the heart of downtown Providence.
Yes.
Unbeatable views and really unbeatable food as well.
Yes.
So we've got Mediterranean flavors.
Yep. We
have our meze platter, and so we have a number of dips and some little breads and vegetables to dip in there as well. So
that's pita bread, French bread, and also this one is the vegetable. So it's really good when you actually taste with all this.
With all of them, all the different ones to dip.
Yeah,
definitely. So this is a great sharing plate.
Yes, that's why it's a river social. It's like share your food. We have a social plate.
Yeah.
Share your food, and such as we have as you see here.
This is amazing.
Kebab tower.
Okay.
So that's like a metal stew. The reason is when you cook the kebab in the metal stews, and the metal actually gets hot, and it's actually inside the meat also gets cooked too.
Oh, okay. So I would have never known that.
Yeah.
So it cooks it from the inside because it's metal.
Yes.
Wow.
Yes.
Amazing. So what kind of meats do we have here?
We have 2 lamb. It's a 4+ dish.
Okay.
And it's 2 lamb, 2 pork, and 2 chicken.
Amazing.
Yes,
so you get a little sampling of different kinds of meats, and then you have some sauces to dip on here too.
Yeah, we have barbecue, labneh, and ketchup. Some people want can I get ketchup?
Definitely.
Yeah,
we can give you ketchup. Of course, definitely. So this is great. You're sharing with friends. You can have your dip tasting. You can have different kinds of assorted meats. And like you said, it's a social environment.
Correct.
The River Social, you can come, sit down, enjoy cocktails, enjoy tastings with your friends. Absolutely.
Exactly.
But in addition, you have a number of other really tasty dishes here. So what are we looking at?
That one is actually the Spanish octopus.
Spanish
has
octopus.
a fingerling potato.
Oh my gosh.
Yes, and Spanish octopus, which actually the baby octopus we importing from Spain.
Wow.
It's and this one is the duck breast.
Ooh.
Yes, and in forbidden rice on the top. Top of the forbidden rice has a duck. So the forbidden rice, why we use just black rice? The forbidden rice called it black rice because that black rice has 10 times more antioxidant than regular rice.
So it's like super rice.
Super rice.
Yeah.
Yes. The reason they call it forbidden rice because in China and centuries ago, the king only used to allow to eat that. And that's why all the regular people couldn't afford that.
Oh my gosh.
Yes.
So this is like royal top tier rice. So it's forbidden rice with a beautiful duck breast right on top.
Yes.
Gorgeous.
That's kind of like a French dish. So Mediterranean food, most of the people they think it's Middle Eastern.
Yeah.
But no, it's Mediterranean. It's coastal countries of Mediterranean Sea.
See, we're learning something.
Yes.
So
it's include
French.
Cuisine is included that too. Italian, Greek. Turkish, so those are all combined all together.
Right.
And that's why we're trying to bring actual Mediterranean food to the province. That's very important.
Right.
And another dish is we have lamb chops.
Lamb is my favorite kind of meat. So you have lamb chops. It's grass fed.
Yep.
And it's beautiful. What is it plated with?
So it's plated with chickpeas and the labneh on the bottom and onion. and all these greens on the around and actually onion ring on the top. I forgot that.
Onion rings right on top. Awesome. Now tell me, labne. What is that on the bottom?
Labne is a yogurt mixed with a little bit garlic. Yogurt, and yes, and the inside has a cilantro and parsley.
Ooh, so it's like a creamy, like yogurt, herbal, spread.
Yes.
That sounds really, really delicious. Amazing.
And it has a zope and a little bit as well, and we put a little bit adding up radish on top of it.
Awesome. So you've got lots of it's a flavor dense sauce.
Yes.
To add to just about any dish. Sounds very versatile.
Yes.
Yes. Now, what kind of cocktails are we mixing up?
Oh, right. The cocktails, we have actually the dry ice cocktail.
Ooh, so they're really cool.
And the bowl.
Yes.
And also our cocktail, also we have signature cocktails. We also name the signature cocktails as handcrafted cocktails from our bartenders.
Wow.
And those are actually, we named them like a Hello Habibi, like Have Mercy.
Oh, that's fun.
Merci, actually. It's merci is French.
Yes.
And the salute. So we choose those actually words from the Mediterranean languages. Like those are
to incorporate them.
So yes, that means like all everybody welcome. Doesn't matter the religion. Doesn't matter the where you're from.
That's awesome.
So you can eat all this food and get social together.
Exactly. It's very welcoming to all. Bring your friends, bring your family, come sit down, enjoy a meal, enjoy a drink.
Exactly.
Definitely. Now you're also doing brunch on Saturdays and Sundays. And I was in this past weekend and it was fantastic. And one of my favorite items that I got to have was a knead donut breakfast sandwich.
Yes.
So if you can imagine this, you know, egg, cheese, sausage, all stuffed between a split-in-half knead donut. It was the most indulgent breakfast item I think I've ever had, but it was so well worth it. So tell me about what you're working with for brunch.
Definitely. So we have a Saturday, Sunday, we have a brunch.
Awesome.
And since 9:30 till 2 p.m. That's what we have brunch time. And we have actually coming special brunch once a month. We're planning to do from next month. Pajamas brunch.
Oh my God, pajama brunch. So you come in, you're wearing your pajamas, footy pajamas, all that fun stuff, bathrobes, slippers, and you come and have brunch in your PJs. That is so much fun.
Yes, and with actually mimosas and all this.
Mimosas, Bloody Marys, all those good fun brunch cocktails.
Yes. We have actually, you're talking about the dough burger, the knead donut. We purchase actually daily basis from the knead donut. So we call them you need donut.
You need the donut.
Yes,
you do need to try it.
So you need donut. It's a little bit salty and a sweet mix on it. So people love it.
Oh, it was.
And you try it.
I did try it. It was really good. It was nice and like fluffy, like like that fluffy donut. It's glazed, it's sweet, and then you bite into it and it's like juicy, salty. Like oh my God, it was so. And served with a side of tater tots.
Yes.
Ah, I love it.
That's our good. Best sell. People love it. We make
Make your own.
Yes.
So good. Another item that I really love from brunch were your waffle pops. I love these different fun items. You have tater tot sliders, like waffle pops. They're so much fun. They're, like you said, fun to share with your friends. You get a whole Belgian waffle with popsicle sticks and all crazy toppings.
Yes.
So what are your waffle pops?
So waffle pops, when you go to get like a waffle, French, can I get the waffles? So it's like it's boring. I always it's boring. Can I just do something different with waffle? And we came up to the idea. Let's put a pops. We'll just sticks on it and we'll make waffle pops
to eat it more, a little bit more.
Yeah, more fun. So we actually bring brunch to more fun.
Yeah.
Actually, not just having the food, just then go to daily basis and go to your work and all the stuff. Just actually, that's adding up now. It's more fun to your life. That's in brunch time.
Absolutely.
That's very important.
Well, the waffle pops are definitely fun. They're definitely going to add a little jazz to your Sunday morning. And what I love about them is that when I'm ordering a waffle, I have a hard time deciding what toppings I want on them. Sometimes I want strawberries, sometimes I want bananas, but you don't have to pick with the waffles. You can have a different segment have different toppings on it, fruity pebbles, chocolate shavings, strawberries, bananas, whatever it might be. You can have a little taste of everything.
Yes, there's 4 actual options we have. Strawberry, banana, walnut, and also chocolate chips, and another one, Fruity Pebbles.
Fruity Pebbles.
Yes.
Yeah. So these look really good.
You can get all
They're super
together,
tasty.
4 of them,
Yeah.
or you can just get
Pick one.
Yeah, pick one.
Yeah. So you don't have to make that very difficult Sunday morning decision of what kind of topping you want on your waffle because you can get them all.
Exactly.
Absolutely awesome. Well, we can't wait to dig in and try all of this delicious Mediterranean flavor that you've brought with you today.
Yeah.
And I really love that you're able to try different kinds of cuisine, not just Middle Eastern, but a little taste of everything in the Mediterranean.
A little bit French, a little bit Turkish, Greek, so we bring everything together so people want best dishes like duck food is French food, like octopus are Spanish, Portuguese. And the lamb comes from Turkey, like a lot of lamb. So those are, we combine all together and serving Eastern European Mediterranean food all together. So, and I hope everybody will come and enjoy.
Definitely. So we need to come and check you out this
Definitely.
Friday, January 11th. For the grand opening.
Continue Saturday too, actually.
And continuing, it's a weekend-long party.
Yes.
It just never ends. Just come and stay forever and have brunch the next day too.
Yes.
Absolutely. Well, thank you so much for joining us today. I'm still blown away by this impressive spread. I can't take it. I don't know what I would want to eat first. But make sure we check out the River Social, located right on the Riverwalk. It's kind of hard to miss. You know, right down those stairs.
Yep.
Incredible view, waterside dining.
You can actually park. I'm sorry. You can actually park. Right, we have a Friday, Saturday valet. You can just park right in the front of the Jackie's.
Oh,
and
perfect.
Yes, and also there's across the street we have a parking space. You can park over there too.
So again, parking is a non-issue for anyone who might be intimidated by having to go and drive around the block a couple of times to find parking.
Yes.
You've got it covered.
Yeah, most of the Sunday the people don't know about it. It's free parking across the street.
In the lot across the street.
Yes.
Perfect. So no excuses. You don't have to worry about parking. You can come in and have your easy weekend.
Exactly.
Definitely. So again, check out River Social, 200 Exchange Street. Is that correct?
Definitely.
200 Exchange Street. Grand opening this Friday.
And let's meet here.
And let's meet here. I love that. Such a great.
That's our slogan.
Let's meet here. Get social and enjoy time with your friends.
#BeSocial.
Yeah, we're gonna have to check it out on Instagram too. Where can we follow you on social media?
We are on social media: Facebook, Instagram, and then we're going to Twitter soon.
Awesome.
So that's right now for starting.
Awesome.
Yes.
Well, check us out, River Social.
Yep.
We can't wait to come in and try all of this delicious food.
Thank you.
Well, thank you so much for joining us today.
You too. Thank you.
Very much appreciate it. And don't go anywhere because we have one more guest coming right up. That looks so good. Thanks so much for tuning back in. We are live here at the Navigate Credit Union Broadcast Center with our fourth and final guest, Audrey. Thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you for having me.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
yes. So I would say that I would title you as a coffee connoisseur.
oh, thank you.
Yes.
I don't know if I'd go that far, but I appreciate that.
Well, you definitely know your stuff about everyone's favorite caffeinated beverage. So the Nitro Cart, which has then turned into the Nitro Bar, you've come a long way in a short period of time.
Yeah.
So tell me a little bit about yourself, your experience, your background, and how you started first the Nitro Cart.
Yeah, so summer of 2016, which is 3 years ago from now, Sam, my business partner, and I wanted to bring a mobile coffee cart to Providence. So we built a coffee cart in my parents' basement and started bringing it over to the downtown area, and that sort of escalated from there. And then we linked up with PV Donuts, and they had us on tap, and then last year we opened our coffee bar, the Nitro Bar.
Amazing.
Yes.
Yes. Now I have to say, when you first started, I remember finding you on Instagram and thinking, this is such a great idea, because you're a mobile coffee shop. You can kind of pop up where you want to, and you're pouring on tap until you run out. And oftentimes you did.
Yeah.
Yes. Awesome. Now, the Nitro cart, you built it in your basement.
Yes.
You know, wooden cart on bicycle wheels.
Exactly.
And you had the keg underneath. So this is really, it's homemade.
Yeah,
it's
very
really
homemade.
Yeah, definitely. And then so you started with one cart. You gained a lot of popularity.
Yeah.
Everyone was following you on Instagram, trying to see where you were going to be next. And then you expanded a little bit. So what was the step from one cart to multiple carts, employees, and then finally to the Nitro bar?
Yeah, so it was a sort of fast expansion on that end. We started with the one cart in May of 2016, and then Paul and Lori from PV Donuts sort of started coming up to us and saying they really liked our coffee. So then the cart turned from more of a summer project to maybe we could do this for a year. And then from there we expanded to more wholesale accounts, Eli's Kitchen, The Shanty, those were some of our first ones. And then the next spring we brought out a second cart, which was awesome, to bring it over by the Brown and RISD area. And then the next winter we were really looking forward to doing something a little more permanent that could be all year round, tapping into our espresso and getting all of that down. So yeah, it's been fun.
It's a journey.
Yeah,
From one little cart on bicycle wheels to an actual standing building where you're able to have your own space.
Yeah, exactly.
It's really, really incredible.
Yeah, it's been fun.
Yes. Now talk to me about your coffee. So for those who may not have had Nitro coffee, talk to me about how it's made and what makes yours special.
Yeah, so we use a special dark roast that's locally sourced from a roaster in South Kingstown, and we cold brew that for 24 hours. And then from there we take it and pressurize it and put it in a keg, and we pressurize it with pure nitrogen. So when it pours, it gives it this really creamy and smooth taste without adding any dairy or sugar to it.
Yes.
Which is awesome. So that's the quick rundown of Nitro Cold Brew.
Yes. And this is like, and now cold brew, if you've ever had it before, it's like extra caffeinated.
Yeah.
And it's so great because, like you said, it gets nice and frothy, and you almost, it looks like it has milk in it.
Yeah.
The first time I had it, I was like, oh, how did they get the milk into it? I didn't even see it. They must have been so quick. But it really is just so creamy and frothy, you know, with being completely dairy-free, that you don't even need to add any milk to it.
Yeah.
And it's just so smooth with that little bit of carbonation to it, and
Yeah,
it really is
exactly.
incredible.
Yeah. Similar process to Guinness beer. So when you
Yes.
drink a Guinness, it tastes super creamy. We want to do the same thing with our cold brew. So
That is amazing.
Yeah.
Now, I think that you were the first time I had ever had Nitro coffee, and it
awesome.
really, really impressed me. And you have all of these fun coffee drinks.
Yes.
So you get creative, and you mix
Yeah.
up different kind of coffee cocktails, I like to call them.
Yeah.
So what kind of fun things are you working on in the shop now?
yeah, so we like to use seasonal ingredients as they come. So right now we're using a lot of peppermint, although that's not very seasonal, but holiday.
Yes, definitely. I love peppermint coffee.
Yeah, so right now we're doing a cool peppermint and rosemary drink, as well as a sea salted caramel, which is really fun.
Very nice.
Yeah, and then we have new things coming for spring that are undergoing right now. So,
Yes.
Yeah.
Definitely. Now, the Nitro Bar, where is it located? Tell me about this unique location.
So we're actually inside of Dash Bicycle over on the west side on Broadway. We share space with them, so they sort of have one side of the shop and we have the other, which we love being neighbors with them. It's a bunch of fun. So that's where we are right now.
That's awesome. So it sounds like you were able to make really solid, great connections with people in the community to be able to really build, you know, starting PVD Donuts, being able to get into such a great shop like with them, like Paul and Lori.
Yeah.
And then being able to expand into other retail shops, and finally being able to get in with Dash Bicycle and utilize that space.
Yeah.
And you've definitely done some growing.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes, we have. Yeah, it's been fun sharing a space with those guys. Yeah, it's been awesome.
Definitely. And you added seating and more,
Yeah.
and, you know, absolutely did a great job with the build out, adding
Thank
a little
you.
bar, and you have your taps installed there as well.
Yeah, exactly. We started with, I think it was 400 square feet, and now we've taken over more of the backspace just to make more of a community seating area for the Dash guys as well as ours, so it's fun. Yeah.
So slowly but surely, you're inching.
Taking a
You
little
spread
bit
a
more.
couple chairs
But
at
it's
a
all
time.
community, you know,
Yeah,
for everyone,
definitely.
which is cool.
Of
Yeah.
course. And it's a great location right on the West End on Broadway.
Yeah.
Come in, whether you're getting your bicycle fixed and you need coffee, or you just, you know.
Want a coffee? Yeah, we're there.
Yes. And now with the shop, you're able to have some food items as well. So
Yeah.
what kind of treats are we serving?
Yeah, so when we initially started, we partnered with Caprichos Antioqueños in Pawtucket. They're an amazing Colombian bakery. They're actually right down the street from our production center, so we were going there all the time when we were cold brewing coffee and wholesaling and doing the carts, so it was sort of a natural partnership. And then we just added some breakfast sandwiches, which are really good.
Breakfast sandwiches?
Yes.
Ooh.
Yeah, we partnered with Kim from North Bakery. So she created a short little menu for us, but everything tastes really, really, really good.
So
yeah, we're excited about it.
Then it has to
Yeah,
taste
exactly.
good. Yeah, without a doubt.
Right, we had to partner with the experts on that one. So yeah.
So you definitely have some little treats to get your morning going to pair really nicely with your morning coffee.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes, definitely.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Now, your production site, tell me about what the process is like to get, you guys go through a ton of coffee. So how are you able to keep up with the high demand?
Yeah, so we have 2 brewers right now who work full-time. So basically 9 to 5, they're cold brewing coffee in 250-gallon vats.
Wow.
Yeah, so they brew a few times a week, and then that sort of escalates as it gets warmer out, and then from there they deliver it Wednesdays and Fridays, so all the local spots that you can grab nitro on tap. So yeah,
that is awesome.
Shout out to Max and Mike who brew
Max
coffee
and
with
Mike,
us.
they're working really, really hard.
Yeah, they are.
Yes. Well, that is really awesome that you started with one little cart, on bicycle wheels, and then you're able to grow into a standalone location that has multiple employees.
Yeah.
That is really, really awesome.
Yeah, that's been super fun.
Able to really connect with the community and get everyone involved.
Yeah.
I think that everyone has just been so supportive of you guys and really loving your coffee.
Yeah, it's been so fun to create more of a community with everyone that comes in every day. A lot of regulars have become friends now, which is awesome.
Yeah,
so yeah,
definitely.
It's been super fun.
Absolutely. So how long has the Nitro Bar been open?
The Nitro Bar will be coming up on our 1-year anniversary on January 18th. So yeah, stay tuned. We'll do some fun things for that for sure.
Awesome. So maybe a little bit of a birthday celebration. So make sure you stop in, grab your coffee, wish the Nitro Bar a happy birthday.
Yeah.
Because we're so excited to have you in the community.
Thank you.
And I can't believe it's already been 1 year.
I know, it's crazy. It flew by. Yeah,
Yes.
we're excited for 2019.
Yes. And now, of course, we're all really, really anticipating the warm weather to come. It can't come any faster, so you'll have additional seating outside as well.
Yeah, yep. We have the little patio set up, which is always fun to sit at. It's a nice place to people watch. I do it all the time.
Yeah,
so,
I'm sure it definitely is.
Yeah.
Yes. Now, I've also seen you have your own bottles.
Yeah.
So can you come in and fill up a bottle on tap?
Yeah. So those are really popular. We have growlers, which come in a 16-ounce or 32-ounce glass bottle, and you can come in and sort of get it filled, which is nice if you want to keep the nitro ready for the week and sort of have it the next morning ready to go.
That's awesome. So if you can't necessarily make it to the shop every morning for your coffee, you can fill up and then have it for the week, and then maybe it's on Sunday you go and refill.
Yeah,
can you refill your growlers at any of your other taps?
Most of them, yes, you can.
Okay.
PB Donuts for sure, Rebel, Stock. Those places are all loving it, and they have growlers themselves that they sell too, in case you want to grab one there.
Oh, that is just perfect.
Yes.
Yep. So we're getting you fully stocked for all of your caffeinated needs, really to get you going. And honestly, I really find your coffee to be very strong.
Oh,
You really only need a little bit of it, and it will get you going.
Yeah, definitely.
Yes. So in addition to your cold brew, you also have espresso drinks, hot coffees in-house. So what are you guys doing with the hot?
Yeah, so that's been really taken over by Cole, who is our hot coffee director. So he really dials in the espresso, where we want to source from, how we'll dial it in, what kind of drinks we'll make from there, and he's really nailed it down. Him and Nick from the Nitro Bar have really gotten it down. So yeah, definitely worth trying for sure.
Absolutely. I know I loved coming in. I mean, hot lattes are just my weakness.
Yeah.
Especially, so I'll drink iced coffee all year round because I'm a true Rhode Islander.
Yes, right.
But, there's nothing better than wrapping your hands around a nice ceramic mug
Yeah,
and sipping
exactly.
on a chilly day. And
Yes.
you guys have awesome flavors and you
Yeah,
guys are
thank
really
you.
creative.
Yeah,
so.
thank you. Yeah, we're trying.
Definitely.
Yeah.
So definitely make sure to check out the Nitro Bar in these cooler months, and keep an eye out for the cart. It's
Yeah.
going to hit
In
the
the spring,
streets
yeah,
again
for sure.
in the spring. Awesome.
Definitely.
So all your coffee needs taken care of, whether you're filling up a growler or you're stopping in for a coffee with friends. You've got the cart options in the summer, and you definitely have the Nitro Bar all year round.
Yes, exactly.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much for joining
Thanks,
us
Laura.
today.
Thank you for having me.
I can't wait to try some of your coffee and get us nice and ready to get
Yeah,
all
ready to go.
jazzed up, definitely.
Exactly. Thank
Well,
you.
Thank you all very much for tuning in. We are live here at the Navigate Credit Union Broadcast Center for GoLocal Prov, and we have news editor Kate Nago coming up at 4 o'clock, so don't go anywhere. Thanks so much, everyone.